sorry, they do not answer.
Ring her again. Maybe she's taking a shower.
There is still no answer. Shall I keep on trying?
No, let's both give up. Hello.
Hello.
You weren't there a minute ago.
How would you know? You were in the phone booth for 5 minutes.
Oh, you've been keeping an eye on me, huh?
I had nothing else to do.
Where's your boyfriend?
Down at the other end of the bar, talking shop with the boys.
2 scotch and sodas, make 1 short on soda.
How about me having a sip of your drink?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll trade you a sip for a phone number.
It's a deal. My name's Flo.
My name's Bill Shaw.
Here you are, Mr. McKinley. Short on the soda, long on the scotch.
Thank you, Charlie.
Well, here's to us, Ellen.
Oh, not so fast, Joe. Before we drink a toast, will you tell me why you were so insistent that I go out with you tonight?
Well, that's easy. I always feel better when you're out with me than I do when you're out with Bill Shaw. Besides, I have a very important question to ask you.
I'm listening.
How would you look in a Mackinaw, dungarees, and a lager scout?
What a horrible thought.
What's horrible about it? They're very comfortable.
Well, I prefer the comfort of little numbers like I'm wearing. Nice, don't you think? And I got 50% off because of my job.
Good job. Why don't you forget that career woman routine and marry me?
Why should I marry anyone?
Did you ever hear of a thing called love?
Yes, I have. And there are times when I think that I love you. But in my book, a lager hasn't any future.
What's in the future for you?
I have my job as buyer for one of the better stores. All my bills are paid. I have a very comfortable apartment and quite a circle of interesting friends. Life hasn't any problems, and I'm quite content with it for the time being.
And that puts me right back where I was when I first met you.
I'm afraid it does. Oh, you're nice, Joe. And we always have such fun when you come to Seattle.
Sure, we'll go right on having fun. Then one day I'll come down from the woods and find you hitched to a guy with a future.
Don't be bitter about it.
I'm not bitter. I'm just a one-woman guy. I happen to be crazy about you, and I want you to marry me. Excuse me. I think I recognize someone.
Want me to take him? Don't let me have him.
Hold it, I've had enough.
You sure of that?
Sure. You shouldn't have tried to move in on my girl.
I didn't move in on her. She was sitting alone at the bar and she asked me for a sip of my drink.
The moral being, never leave your girl alone at a bar with Bill Shaw around.
You're cute.
See what I mean?
Come on, I'm taking you home.
Thanks, friend, for the reinforcements.
Think nothing of it. You straighten your tie, I'll buy you a drink. Come on over to my table.
Hey, we can get up now. They're gone.
Hello, Bill.
So this is why I couldn't get you on the telephone.
Sure, I convinced her she'd be wasting her time with you. Sit down.
Mr. McKinley, there's a long-distance call for you. The manager said you can take it in his office.
Thank you. You'll be safe as long as there's a crowd around, but don't leave the table with them.
I'll stay right here.
How come you stood me up for Joe tonight?
You left last night. You didn't say anything about tonight.
Well, naturally not. I took it for granted we had a date.
A girl never knows until she's told.
Well, I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be in town for 3 more days, and you got a date every night. With me.
I promised Joe tomorrow night.
Well, stand him up like you did me tonight.
Well, I couldn't.
Why not? You're not going to marry the man.
He wants me to.
Joe wants to marry you? Gee, I didn't think he'd go that far.
You wouldn't go that far, would you, Bill?
What would I do with a wife up in the woods? What's Joe going to do with you?
Nothing. I'm not going to marry anybody. Yet.
Why didn't you say so? What's with the Cocker Spaniel eyes?
My uncle in Chicago died.
Not J.B.
His lawyer just called me.
What happens with the lumber company?
I don't know. The lawyer's flying out tomorrow. The old boy never married, and as far as I know, they're no close relatives.
And by virtue of the authority vested in me as magistrate, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Well, at least you didn't marry a logger. You got yourself a big lumber operator.
Now, don't build her up too high. You know, I've never seen my uncle's holdings. He and my father split up as partners when I was just a kid. He may have left me a big white elephant.
Well, that could hardly be, darling. If he was able to live in Chicago and never go near the camp for years.
What are we talking shop for? I haven't even kissed the bride. Goodbye, Helen. Good luck.
Bye, Bill.
So long, Joe.
So long? What do you mean, so long? You're coming up to camp with us. I've got a job for you.
Not for me, you haven't. Working with you was okay, but as my boss, I got a little stake laid away, and I'm going to get out of the lumber business for a while. Try something else.
It'll just fold up. You don't know anything but logging.
Oh, gee. Thanks for the good wishes.
Good high riggers are scarce. I'll always have a job for you.
We'll see you when we come into town, won't we?
Yeah, I guess so. If I stay in town.
Here's your marriage certificate, Mrs. McKinley, and there's no extra charge for it. Most folks have them framed and hang them on the wall. I certainly do want to wish you and Mr. McKinley a lot of happiness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happiness. Do you suppose there's been any happiness for me, stuck up here in the woods for nearly a year?
You seem to be happy with me at first.
I'm not talking about you. It's this place. Cut off from everyone I ever knew, everything I was used to. And having to live in this cabin.
The best cabin in the camp.
Oh, I know, but I didn't expect to be here this long. You said we'd come up for just a little while, until you got things straightened out.
Well, things aren't straightened out yet. I know it's rugged, honey. I didn't find things too shipshape, and I had to work a lot harder than I expected. It won't always be like this. Come in.
Telegram for you, Joe. I do. It was telephoned over from Pineville.
Thanks, Gig.
You ain't thinking of selling out, are you?
Certainly not.
I'm glad to hear it. The reason this place was run down when you got it was because your uncle was trying to superintendent from a plush office in Chicago. But with you on the job, you'll soon have the world by the tail with a downhill pull.
I sure hope you're right.
Joe,
Yeah?
what was that about selling out? Did someone make an offer?
Not exactly. The Intercontinental people want me to come down to Seattle and talk things over.
Is that the same company that sent a man up here before?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're going, aren't you?
What for? They'd offer me apples.
The least you can do is listen to their proposition. You might be surprised.
Okay, honey. Maybe a trip to town would do us both good. I'll wire Bill we're coming, and we'll have a big reunion.
Ouch!
What's the matter?
Your whiskers, they're like needles. When we're in Seattle, you'll shave every day, won't you?
Sure, twice a day if you think I need it.